guys, welcome to Anderson Outdoors. Today we're going to be reviewing the new 10-point Viper S415. It is only exclusively at Bass Pro Shop and Cabela's. Kind of get you some close-ups here. Overview of the 10-point Viper S415. Those of you that don't know, the 415 right up here actually stands for 415 feet per second. Try and zoom in so it's not so blurry. There you go. Give you a walk around of it. It does come with a quiver and 3 arrows from 10-point. Here's the 10-point arrow that it comes with. You get 3 for the package. They are the Pro Elite 400, which stands for 400 grains per arrow. They do come with 3 field points. The only problem I had with one field point, it was a little bit machined too big, so it would not fit actually in the nock right here. I did happen to go buy a couple more 10-point arrows for actually hunting and got different broadheads for that, and the ones that they came also with field points, so I was able to swap that out. Here's what the optic looks like. It goes from 20 to 100 yards. It does have it lighted in green and red. It is a little hard to see during the day with the camera, but it is pretty visible by eye. So, a couple measurements of the crossbow. Inside decocked from axle to axle is about 11¼ inches center to center from axle to axle. That is decocked. Full length of the crossbow is about 34¼ inches. I'll show you what it is, and the crossbow is fully cocked. This 10-point, to use the AccuSlide on it, you can stop it at any time as you are cocking it, which is a very nice feature if you happen to slip. Okay, so axle to axle cocked, it is, splitting the center, it is 6½ inches. So those of you guys that have never shot a crossbow before, fired one, or have any knowledge on it, I'll show you how to load this 10-point. First off, you want to make sure this AccuSlide right here gets pushed all the way down and it is locked. Next, you're going to take your mechanism to cock it, the handle. Wind it all up to where you hear it click. Once you hear that click, you know that it is locked. You can double check right here, verify that it is. I will try and zoom in for you, that way you can see. Check this out. It's right here where you can see. This will show you that it is locked when that pin is in place. It's back up here where the handle is at. You will decock it one spin, pull it out. There's a little trigger button right under here. You will decock that one more time to hear it click. Up here, these are the Alpha Nock HP arrows. You specifically have to use this nock. You don't have to specifically use the arrows. I have been using the 10-point arrows. They seem to be pretty good. So you always take the miscolored fletching that will go down. Make sure to keep your hands away from the actual axle itself. Slide it in and seat it till it's ready, and then you are ready to fire. So the safety selector is right here. Zoom in here closer for you. Safety selector is right here, from safe to fire. That way it doesn't come off. Now, as I mentioned earlier with these Accu slides, you can cock and stop mid-motion, and it will still hold it where it's supposed to be. It will not release. So I'll show you how the crossbow functions. Just make sure to keep your hands away from the actual axles itself. This uses the Alpha Nock HP arrows. Always make sure to put the different colored fletching down. You can catch the sound on this, on what it sounds like. It's a little louder than what I thought. This is the first crossbow that I've actually shot and owned, so I was a little bit shocked at that from going from a crossbow to a compound. I'll walk you up to show you. Right on. Now we're set up on the 30-yard line. I'll show you how this goes. Go down and take a look at it. So this is at 30 yards with the 10-point crossbow. As you can see right there, it is more than enough accurate to keep its distance from 20 to 30 yards. Now let's go back to 40 yards. Alright guys, so here we are at 40 yards now. Let's see how it does and holds its group. Alright, let's go down and check it out. So here's the 40-yard shot. It's just a little bit low of the center circle that I was shooting at, but it's been holding a pretty tight group right there. I could probably adjust my scope just a little bit up as it has been shooting a little bit low. But overall, it is holding pretty good accuracy. Guys, here we'll be at 50 yards. Keep on trying to see how accurate this thing is. Like I said, I've shot this out to 80 before. 50 is probably your most ethical shot that you're going to make hunting. Alright, let's go check it out. It's a 50-yard shot and see how it did. So here is 50 yards. As I said before, it's shooting just a touch low, aiming right at the center of that dot. At 50 yards, it's half-inch lower than what it's supposed to be. It is touching the bottom of the white, but it can be adjusted just a little bit. So it's not too bad at 50 yards. Alright guys, well this is a review of the 10-point Viper S415. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it shoots and performs. Like I said, it's just a touch louder than I have ever shot with crossbows. This is the first one that I ever shot. The only thing I've done before is with a compound bow. So I bought it more for the kids and I to practice and get into hunting a little bit more and start taking them out as they are getting a little bit older. I really did. This one is pretty much brand new. It was just released from 10 Point, I believe in mid-August. And it was hard to find anything on their website. It first came out from Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop. They had it in their ad. It was $11.99. I tried to find a little bit more info on actual 10 Point's website, and they did not have anything on there. So after calling and talking to them on their sale date, on the actual sale date from Cabela's, 10 Point did actually post it on their website, and I was able to read up a little bit more on that, and I went and bought one. I was looking between this one right here, the Viper S415, and the 10 Point Venom X. The only difference between the 10 Point Venom X and this is the 10 Point Venom X will shoot at 390 feet per second. So you get about 25 feet per second faster with this. And I think it was another $100 to $200 more for the same thing. So overall, I can say I'm pretty impressed with it on how it shoots. The accuracy, I've shot it out to 80 yards. It does very well. It keeps it very tight and consistent. It's probably about pop can at 80 yards. Not that I would shoot that far during hunting, but it is kind of nice to show that you can go out there and reach out and touch something with it. Here. So it is very light to shoot, and it's obviously very well on a tripod. I have done shooting sticks before, but I will say a tripod can get you a little bit better stable. Thank you guys for tuning in today to the review of the 10 Point 415S Viper. Make sure to subscribe and like and get back on that channel.